Well, I used to work in the 60s in this shop on Lexington Avenue in Manhattan. And they were selling blue jeans and 60s Nehru shirts and all that stuff. And across the street from my shop where I worked was a toy repair shop. It was upstairs, and it was called the New York Doll Hospital. New York Dolls Hospital. And,
nice
and I remember,
name.
yeah, and I remember I was walking with Billy one day, because we both worked at the shop, and I said, man, wouldn't that be a great name for a band? You know, he said, what, New York Dolls Hospital? I said, no, New York Dolls. And it kind of stuck, you know, and then we told Johnny about it, loved it. Johnny loved the name. You know, he, right away, the minute he heard it, that was it.
And there's Morrissey, what does he think of the album? Has he told you?
He hasn't really. I haven't really kind of spoke to him since we finished this record, because we recorded it basically around, we started January the 9th. And we finished, actually it's funny, because we started on David's birthday, which is January the 9th. And we finished it on my birthday, which is Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ironic, but that's the way she laid, she laid there between. And
being the two surviving members.
yeah, it's kind of weird for that to happen. But we got a great new band. You know, the new band is great, and there are New York Dolls. You know, and I think there is such a thing as a New York Doll person. You know, I could see them sometimes walking around and say, that person is a New York Doll.
Of the new bands then, who do you think is a New York Doll?
Well, I think they all are, but I mean, you know, Sammy Yaffa and Steve Conti are definitely, you know, they're New York Dolls.
No, but
and
I mean,
Delaney's our drummer,
okay.
You know, and he's like sort of the hatchet man of the New York Dolls, you know. He's got the shaved head and everything.
No, what I mean, but of the bands, well, you were saying when you walk around and you see people who can be a New York Doll, but they're from the new bands, let's say the Strokes, the Libertines. Oh,
like that? Let me see. I guess that Pete Doherty guy, he could be a New York Doll. You know, the one from, you know who he is? Yeah. Pete Doherty, yeah. He
Baby Shambles, and he was in the Libertines.
Yeah, Kate Moss could definitely be a New York Doll.
Well, she's a model. But well, you were saying.
Okay, so she's not a musician.
No, but she did some stuff on the new album of the Baby Shambles.
Yeah, I guess.
Some lines.
You know what? Okay, the Scissor Sisters could be a New York Dolls. Okay. You know, they have that kind of you know, campy.
Yeah.
New York Dolls is kind of campy, but in a very rock and roll way. I mean, you know, really, you take off the lipstick, you know, from the Dolls, and then nylon tights or whatever it is, you know, you got the blues under there. It's 3-chord progressions, you know, you got, you know, a great hook line, you know, the solo is never twice the same, it's improvised, you know, you fly on it, you know, and that's the way we keep it, you know, in our audience, I mean, in our performance. We perform like that to play for the audience. If they're going for the song, well, we keep it going, you know? And if they're kind of getting bored of it or something, okay, let's get out of here, next song, you know?
Yeah.